Y'all, welcome back to the channel. Y'all, Matt Garland, NMLS number 58700, better known as MG the Mortgage Guy. We are live. We are blessed. Thank God for another day. Happy Monday. YouTube. We are back. Throw some gems in the comment. I'm back like I never left. Today, we're going to get into some real good information. So I hope you guys got your pen and pads ready. Nene Floyd, what's going on? What's up? I hope all is well today. So look, we're going to talk about the short-term rental shakeup that's happening nationwide, but specifically in the beautiful city of Houston. You guys know I love Texas. I love Houston, Dallas, San Antonio, Austin, you know, all the dope areas out there. But today we're going to talk specifically about the Houston real estate market. And we're going to talk about this short-term rental shakeup that's happening. As previously reported on Rants and Gems, there's so much happening nationwide when it comes to short-term rentals, specifically Airbnb. A lot of cities are taking action to prevent folks from Airbnb-ing their life away. And the city of Houston is up next. So there's a lot that's happening. So what I decided to do today is bring on a local expert who can kind of give us some insights on what's happening in Houston and how we can navigate through this if we are looking to buy primary residences, house hacking, and also buying investment properties. Because you know Houston has a lot of building going on and they build a lot of duplexes out in Houston. So without further ado, man, I want you guys to give a warm welcome to my special guest, my brother from Houston, Texas, Jeff. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the stage, Jeff. What's going on, my brother?
Man, I'm good. Blessed, highly favored, man. I really appreciate you having me on, man. It's a great thing. Great thing.
So no problem, Jeff. I appreciate you being here. So why don't you introduce yourself for my folks who might not know who you are?
Sure. So my name is Jeff Ajeckum. I am a local Houston realtor, real estate professional, born and raised here. Did a lot of things, man. So I served in the military. I was in the military for 9 years, went to the United States Military Academy, played football there for 4 years, then served 5 years active duty. And then afterwards played a little bit of pro football, got out there for about 3 years, and then told myself, all right, it's time for a career change. And I knew that real estate is something that has changed my life. I started buying property back in 2020. So I knew that that's exactly what I wanted to do, is be a real estate professional and not only help myself acquire properties, but also help others do the same.
Man, I love that, Jess. First and foremost, man, thank you for your service. We definitely appreciate all our active duty and our military. I know if y'all can't see back here, y'all probably can't see, but if you tap in, you see my flag that's back there.
Yeah.
That's my pops. He served in the military. God bless the dead. So the military has a special place in my heart when it comes to just anything in life, man. I support the military, so shout out to y'all. So let's get into this, man. You got this short-term rental ordinance that's happening in Houston.
Yep.
It's coming up quickly. Let's break this down for the folks who might not be aware of this.
Sure. So to start off with, right, I mean, everybody kind of knows short-term rentals. Essentially, that's 30 days or less, right? If you have people in your crib for 30 days or less, that's typically what a short-term rental is, right? So if y'all are familiar with Airbnb, everybody's been talking about it for years, right? It's a great way to make some money in the real estate game, but you have to understand that now with these ordinances and different rules popping off, like you have to understand how to navigate this, right? So in Houston, right, a lot of people have been coming here. I mean, I'm talking everybody has been coming to Houston, and I mean, I don't blame y'all. I love Houston too, but as it was growing, as it became more of a toury type of city, a lot of Airbnbs and short-term rentals started coming to life. There was a lot of people that got in the game. It was becoming very popular in business. So a lot of people just jumped in it. And, you know, some people did well, some people didn't do great. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of short-term rentals here in Houston. Now there's been a lot of complaints in the city and people don't necessarily like the Airbnb short-term rental model. So We got a new mayor, and he said that there needed to be a little bit of change, a little bit more regulation when it comes to short-term rentals, because it was pretty much free and clear for anybody to do it. Now, they passed this new ordinance. They actually put it out in April. And it was actually supposed to start, registration was actually supposed to start in August 1st, but they actually pushed it back to October 1st now, but it's going to go in force January 1st of 2026. So if you're in Houston and you're looking to do Airbnb, like, you got to make sure that you pay attention to what we're about to talk about for sure.
Okay. So it was supposed to be August 1st, just to recap it. Now it's starting October 1st.
Yep.
And it's going 100% into effect January 2026. So that's
Yes,
right
sir.
around the corner. That's 4 months.
Sir. Yes, sir.
All right. So let's talk about this. What are the requirements now that's going to start happening on October 1st?
Sure. So the first thing that you're going to have to do is there's going to be a whole bunch of registration stuff that you're going to have to do. Like, you're going to have to put your property address. You're going to have to name the owner on there. You're going to have to pay an administration fee of $275. And then there's going to be some taxes as well that you add on there, which for most, we're not really tripping on that, right? But where it can start getting complicated is, for people that are not registered the correct way. So if you're not getting in there and doing the paperwork and getting it on time, if you're not registered with the city, they're going to come after you, right? And the one thing about those city officials is that they're going to make sure that they get what's theirs at the end of the day. Another thing that you need to note is that there's going to be certain training that you have to do, right? So this is all on the HoustonTexas.org website that you can look at it, and we can, if you hit me up, I can actually send you the link for all of this stuff. But at the end of the day, that registration has to be done. You got to pay your fees. The city has to address, like, you have to make sure that you're listing it on, you're telling the city on every single platform that's on. If it's on Airbnb, VRBO, apartments.com, whatever it is, you have to make sure on your registration that you're saying everywhere where your listing is, right? And then most importantly, this is the most important thing. Obviously, when you're registering this stuff with the city, you have to make sure that you're in code with your mortgage. So if your mortgage loan is associated with what can operate as a short-term rental, that's important too, because that's where the city is cracking down a lot is, are these short-term rentals operating legally in the city? If they're not operating legally, they're going to have to face some consequences when it comes down to that. So those are the biggest things that you guys need to look for when it comes to registering and getting ready to, have this shift with the ordinance that came in place.
So let's break this down a little bit more, right? I love the last thing that you said. The part of this regulation is to ensure that whatever mortgage you're taking out allows short-term rental to be used in the property.
That is correct.
So you put out a video yesterday on your page. First of all, you guys look in his name, Sold by Jeff. You see it right there. You can go follow him on Instagram. Puts out a lot of great content, right? Let's break down a little bit of that video of what loan is not available to use for short-term rental income.
Sure. So a lot of people, we'll just start from the very jump, right? So you're going to have a lot of agents, a lot of realtors tell you FHA, because it is a great way for home buyers to get in, especially if you're buying a primary residence. That's what it's for. It's a great way to get in a home. You only put 3.5% down. It makes home buying affordable. And obviously MG can attest to this because he's taught this for a very long time. But take it a step further, right? Primary residence is 1 to 4 units, right? So you can get a fourplex, a triplex, a duplex with a FHA loan. Now, if you read in the regulations of the FHA guidelines, it does not allow transient occupancy, which means short-term rentals, 30 days or less, right? So if you're putting your duplex, triplex, quadplex, or especially your single-family home on these short-term rental sites, you're going to be in trouble because that's not what the loan is for, right? Now, if you have tenants in there that are staying longer than 30 days, i.e. you have year-to-year renters, you have midterm renters, then that suffices for the FHA. But if you bought a duplex, triplex, quadplex, or even a single family home with an FHA and you're Airbnb, you cannot do that. And that's, you don't want to have those problems. I assure you don't want to have those problems.
Guys, I want to make sure y'all tracking with this one, right? Because Jeff just gave y'all a lot of gems right there. Are you guys understanding? Put yes or no in the chat. I just want to make sure you guys are following exactly what Jeff is talking about, because he is giving some good game that a lot of people don't talk about when you're saying transient occupancy,
Sure.
right? That's very important information, because look, we talk about the 4-3-2-1 method. I talk about that till I'm blue in the face. I've been talking about that for God knows how long, right?
Yep.
And there's a reason why I always talk long-term rental income when it comes to using a FHA loan, because of that guideline.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you can, and I just want to clear this up so people understand where we're going with this, right? You can use long-term rental income to qualify for a FHA mortgage, right? We'll use 75% of that income. But once you close, and with this new ordinance, if you now put your property on Airbnb websites and you have to fill out this form and disclose that you are short-term renting to the city of Houston now, and you put that I have an FHA mortgage, they're probably going to not allow you to do a short-term rental, give you your license or your permit to do short-term rental, because FHA does not allow you to do short-term, less than 30 days, right? It's very important. But then also, guys, you have to understand that if you tell the bank that I'm doing long-term rental income, and then you go ahead and you do short-term rental income, you could be putting your loan in jeopardy as well, because you changed the intent of how you are going to occupy that second or third unit. And now you turned it into a hotel, basically, and FHA doesn't allow that. So FHA could call your loan due, right? And this is like I always tell you guys. I tell you guys, always live in the property for a year, number one, as an owner occupied. Don't play the game, oh, I'm going to put my mail there, I have mail sent there, it's my mailing address. No, live in it for a year. But I always tell you guys that the FHA police is watching. Compliance is real, right?
Yeah.
Don't be an example. It's not worth it. Now, you could do midterm rentals, but if you're trying to house hack and use a duplex or a triplex, and you're going to use short-term rental income, it's best probably to do a conventional loan to do so.
Yep. I agree.
Good insight, Jeff. Good insight. So when it comes to this new ordinance that's happening, what are some tips that you can give property owners to do today to get ahead of this new regulation?
Well, start as soon as possible. Get started as fast as you can, because you don't want to be the person get left behind. And like I said, they're going to be cracking down. Like the city of Houston has made it a mandate to make this a priority to have this happen, because there have been a lot of complaints about short-term rentals in the city of Houston. So, you know, the mayor is very adamant about that. So that's why this has been coming into the forefront in the first place. But the other things that I also do is make sure that you're in compliance with the regulations. So go read the regulations and make sure, does my loan suffice? Am I doing the right things as far as being in accordance with what a short-term rental does and can do, right? Those are the things that I would advise people to do. And then honestly and truthfully, if you are one of those people that are on the fence about this, I would start going back as a business owner and reevaluating what my business looks like. Should I put long-term renters in there, or should I keep trying this short-term rental game, or should I go ahead and go midterm, right? And then if you are somebody that is in the game and is done it correctly, bought the right loan, have the right loan, and have all the stuff together, this might be your opportunity to really eat, because now you're in accordance with everything. And there's going to be a lot of people that leave this market because they're not in accordance with this. So if you're struggling right now, but you have all your ducks in a row, the fruit is coming. So you might be able to eat. And what a lot of people don't understand too is that we got the World Cup coming over here. So there's going to be a lot to eat when it comes to Houston if you're in compliance and doing it the right way. So that's the tips that I give people. Sure.
When is the World Cup coming to Houston?
2026.
2026 World Cup. So how are you advising your clients right now, knowing that you have this new regulation coming, knowing you have great events like the World Cup coming? Like when a buyer is reaching out to you to buy property, are you advising them to go ahead and get the duplex, the triplex? Are you telling, hey, just go get the single family? Are you saying to build something? Like where do you see is the areas of opportunity to build wealth in the Houston real estate market as a home buyer?
Sure. So if it's me, right, I would try to build ground up multifamily 2 to 4 units. That's the first thing, because when you do that, you're going to build instant equity into your home, right? And then at that point, you can still run the same play of putting occupants in there and doing what you got to do, right? That would be my strategy, simply because you're winning on the equity side and you're still going to win on the rental market side too, right? What I am advising my clients, if you don't have that opportunity to do that, or if your timeline is shorter, then sure, I always tell people aim for the multifamily first, because it's an asset that produces income. A single family home as your first home is not necessarily going to produce much income unless you get roommates or something like that. But you want to maximize your potential, right? If you get pre-approved enough for getting that duplex, triplex, quadplex, especially if it's my first home, I would 100% take that risk in trying to get more income with my first property, knowing all I have to do to satisfy the mortgage and all the rules is living it for 1 year. I can move out of that unit, and now I have 2, 3, 4 units that I'm renting out now at this point, right? So at the end of the day, I think that what I would tell my clients is always shoot for the multifamily first, but if you can, build ground up for sure, because of the equity that you're going to build in it. But if you can't, get that multifamily, and if you can't do that, then sure, you can settle for that single family home and get some roommates. That's what I like. You always have to maximize, how can I leverage this asset? How can I leverage this house to become an asset and not a liability? So
great gems. The ground up game is the way to go to Houston. You know, Houston has no zoning rights, right? Yep. Like when I'm in Houston, it always blows my mind that you can have a little bungalow house, and then next to it it's an 8-unit building, and then next to that is a duplex, and then next to that is a mansion, right? Like all on the same block.
Free reign. It's free reign out there, man.
Like it's crazy. So what's the strategies, right? What's the strategies that you are using to help your clients identify pieces of property that might be ideal to do a ground up 2 to 4 family property?
Sure. Well, one, I am born and raised here, so that's an asset in itself, right? I drive around the city all the time, and I can tell you right now, I can throw out zip codes 77051.
Oh, type this in chat, y'all. Hold up, Jeff. Hold up. You got to prepare us for that, y'all. We got to prepare us for that. Hold up, y'all. I need y'all to be ready to type these zip codes in chat, y'all.
Yeah, get y'all's pens and pads. Do what you got to do.
So let me frame this the right way. Jeff, give us the top zip codes that home buyers should be looking to do a ground up multifamily house hack construction.
Sure. Go. Okay, so I got 77051 and 77033. That's Sunnyside, if you're familiar with the Houston area. You go there, you're gonna see duplexes left, right, everywhere. And I know there's a lot of developers that develop in Sunnyside specifically because Sunnyside is 10 minutes from downtown. It's 10 minutes, 5 minutes from the medical center. So if people don't know about Houston, Houston has one of the largest medical centers in America. So there's a lot of nurses, there's a lot of professionals that need to live close to downtown, right? So if you're in Sunnyside, that's where you want to be. That's where you want to build, right? Because there's that way you can do your midterms, because like you got the Furnish Finder, right? That's over 30 days. You put your crib on Furnish Finder, you get the nurses, you get the business professionals that work downtown, making money, right? So 77051 and 77033. Another one is 77028. And that one is on the northeast side of Houston, right? Settergas area. The beauty about that is they have the LBJ Hospital, which is another major hospital. We got Ben Taub Hospital, which is in the medical center, but then we got LBJ Hospital, which is on the northeast side, and they're actually expanding and building a trauma center in that area. So there's going to be a lot of development going on in that area as well too. So if you want to go bounce and check out over there, I would do the same thing. I actually have land in that area looking to build my duplex in that area as well. So if you want to mimic that, go ahead. I think there's a lot of fruit there, and you drive over there, you're going to see duplex everywhere. Another one I'll say is Acres Homes. There's a lot of development over there in Acres Homes as well too. That's 77088. A lot of good things going on over there as well too. So if I had to name the top ones, I'd definitely say those. So definitely, if you're taking notes, do that, because it's duplex galore. And then on top of that too, I'll say this: you don't have to do this stuff alone, right? I'm a very firm believer in, why would I go try and reinvent the wheel when there's people already doing it? For me, I'm connected with a lot of developers and builders who are building in all the zip codes that I just named, and they're looking to service people do the same thing. So if you got your bread right and you trying to get right, holla at me and I'll connect you with the people that need to get you right, period.
Are you seeing that these builders, being the fact that the housing market has definitely shifted nationwide, right? Inventory, homes are staying in the house on the market longer.
Sure.
Rates are still, high sixes, low sevens. Affordability is still an issue. Are you seeing more price cuts in the market? Are you seeing more home builders and just everyday sellers, offering more concessions and buy downs? Like, what are you seeing in the Houston market right now, Jeff?
I'll say this, like, even just single family homes too as well, like your major builders, your DR Hortons, your Lennars, like all those major builders in there, they're throwing deals out there. I'm talking not even to the buyers and agents alone, right? Anybody that comes in there, look, we'll give you this, and this, and they're slashing prices, right? So if you're looking for something new construction, right, you might get a deal going to one of these major builders. Now, I always caution people to make sure, all because you're getting a new construction home doesn't mean you don't get it inspected. Please, for the love of God, always get an inspector to go inspect your home. I don't care if it's brand new, right? So that's one thing. The other thing that I'll say as far as that is that there are sellers, the sellers that are selling their own properties, they're throwing out sales concessions too. Like, I tell my clients all the time, where you win for real when you're buying your properties is sales concessions, because you can get enough sales credit to not only cover your closing costs, but then if you cover your closing costs, you might be able to buy down your rate. So we're talking about interest rates being high. If you're able to negotiate enough seller's credit, you can lower your interest rate, which lowers your mortgage payment, right? So it's all about looking for the best deal, and that requires having the right team, the right realtor, the right people, the right lenders, right? These are all things that you need if you're going to go buy a property to be successful in the industry, even if the market is looking the way it's looking right now.
Jeff, you're giving some gems today, man. I need everybody to throw some gems in the comment for Jeff, man. Make sure y'all like this video. He's giving us some good information. I mean, those zip codes 77051, 77053. I see a 77033 in the comments. I see a 77028, a 77088. Right, like there's a lot of information, a lot of zip codes for you guys who are out here looking to buy real estate in the Houston market, whether you're home buying, investing, you're looking to get into development. Now let's talk about your services, Jeff. If somebody wanted to reach out to you, they wanted to contact you, because you definitely are knowledgeable. You're born and raised in the area, so who better to work with than someone who's from the area, right? Like, what is the value proposition of working with Jeff versus working with the hundreds of other realtors that are out there in the marketplace?
Sure. I feel like, unfortunately, this industry has gotten very transactional. And so I try to pride myself on, when you work with me, it's not just a transaction. You're going to get educated as well, too. I focus on educating clients. Like this live that we're doing right now, like this is the type of game that I give to my clients, and then some. The network that I have, the people that I have here, like I said, born and raised, a lot of people know me in this city, and especially when it comes to the real estate professionals, I try to be as active as possible with them. I'm very cooperative, collaborative with my real estate professionals here in Houston. So I feel like not only are you going to get educated, you're also going to have the access to the network that I have as well too. And then on top of that, I'm going to go to bat. I'm a former athlete, a former a military veteran. I don't like to lose, man. Like, I'll tell you that right now. I'm very competitive. I am very much looking forward to taking care of my clients whenever they come and choose me, because that's a privilege. I don't look at that as something that just, oh, I'm supposed to have clients. No, when you get clients and you're able to work with clients, that's a privilege and it's an opportunity. And I never want to waste those type of opportunities doing something that I'm not supposed to be doing. So all in all, you're going to get somebody that's really for you at the end of the day, whether it's educating, whether it's you just want to learn something from me. Like, I'm here. Like, so that's what I want to do with all my clients and make sure that they're put in the position to win. Because I mean, if they win, I win at the end of the day. So
good answer, Jeff. Good answer. You know, good answer. Like, I like that answer, Jeff. That was a really good answer. I'm not going to hold you up, right? Like, so full disclosure, y'all, Jeff is one of my business coaching students, right?
Yep.
Like, he just joined my program, and he didn't even know. Part of my deliverables is not even bringing people on my platform, right? But, you know, he sent me this article. He put out the videos, and I say, yo, Jeff, this sounds good. Yo, let's get on YouTube tomorrow. This was yesterday. And I said tomorrow. And he was like, I bet. And like all day he's been hitting me like, yo, I'm ready. Right? Like that type of tenacity is going to help you win deals. And one thing I love about, and this is why I do coaching too, man, because I love to discover people who have intellectual property, who are definitely people who are out here doing business in a real way, just need more attention to what they're doing, right? And that's why I was telling you even off camera. That's why I'm telling it to the world right now, because I'm just a real dude. Like,
Facts.
When you come a part of my program, you never know. I might say, yo, you putting out content, this looks good, it sounds good. Like, look, let's get you on the platform, right? Because I feel like you deserve it. Like, why not? Let's get some attention on you, let you talk your shit. And look, we've been on here for almost 30 minutes, and the floor has been yours for the whole 30 minutes. And you've been answering these questions. You've been dropping gems. And I'm happy that you took, I'm not even going to say the risk, because it's you're either going to win or you're going to win.
True.
When you're dealing with MG. But but you invested into yourself to be a part of the coaching program. I would highly encourage any realtor, loan officer, financial service professional, if you're looking to scale and grow and get more attention, there's nobody better in this industry than partnering with me. And Jeff will tell you, I'm super accessible. Doesn't matter when you hit me, I'm going to respond back to you. And look, you never know. You might just be on Rants and Gems, like Jeff is. Like you never know.
Yeah,
right.
So I definitely want to give you your flowers too, man, because I mean, you don't have to do stuff like this at all. You feel me? So like when you give people the opportunity and platform to do something like this, like that just shows how genuine you are as a person too. So like if anybody, you know what I'm saying, is thinking about joining, like I 100% would bet on that, because I've been studying MG since 2019. Like MG was one of the people that led me to buy my first house when I was in the military. You feel me? So it's like, this is a full circle moment for me. So anybody that's on the fence or feeling like they can't do this, like, I mean, I'm a testament to what it is. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't thank him enough for this opportunity, because it's really a blessing at the end of the day, for sure. So
nah, I appreciate the kind words, man. I don't take it lightly. I had to get an opportunity. So for me, I got to give opportunity too. But I tell people the story all the time, right? 2019, I had 1,800 followers, bro. 1,800 followers. I started investing into seminars with DJ Envy. I was paying $3,000 a show. I did like 20 plus seminars with Envy over almost a 2-year time frame. But I paid $3,000 a show, right? But me paying that $3,000 to sponsor all those seminars, and also gave me a speaking opportunity, and it put me in front of tens of thousands of people. Well, actually millions, because when you think about all the social media content, stuff like that. So it put me in front of millions of people, and it changed my life, right? And but I had to invest into myself and not take a risk, but it was just an investment. And what I tell all my business professionals, even if you're not in the real estate, financial service type of business, you have to invest into yourself. That's the only way you're going to get ahead. If you're not investing into yourself, if you're not investing into mentorship, if you're not investing into coaching, if you're not investing into the right mentorship, coaching programs, you know, things of that nature, the free game can only take you so far.
Sure.
You have to. I'm a firm believer in paying for the shortcuts, right? I want to pay for the mistakes of somebody else because I want to get to the next level as quickly as I possibly can. So I did it for myself. And to this day, I still pay a lot of money for various different things to continue to take me to the next level. And I'm glad that you took that investment into yourself. And it's only, we up and stuck from here, player.
No, facts. Locked in for sure.
Yeah, let's get it. So tell them how to follow you, bro.
Yeah, so you got my social down there at Sold by Jeff Ajecum. You can follow me on Instagram. I'm on Facebook, LinkedIn, just Jeff Ajecum. If you look me up, you're going to find me. I'm the only Jeff Ajecum in the world. So believe that.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you guys tap in with my brother, Jeff Ajecum, Sold by Jeff Ajecum on Facebook, Instagram, all the platforms. Now, tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm having a free masterclass on Zoom, the 7 core metrics of analyzing a real estate deal or knowing the deal is a good deal, right? So the link, I pinned it in the live chat. I'm going to put it in the description of the video as well. As tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to go for about 90 minutes, maybe 2 hours, lots of Q&A. One of the biggest problems that I'm seeing folks are doing, and because I coach a lot of people, and that's why you guys haven't seen me, because I've been real focused just behind the scenes, just helping my students and just helping them fund their deals. Everybody's having issues with analyzing deals. So tomorrow, if you want to learn how to buy investment properties, analyze multifamily house hacks the right way, I'm going to give you the 7 things you need to learn and understand and break those down. So the link is in the live chat, pinned to the live chat. Register. It's 100% free. All right. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern on that. It's only going to be on Zoom. Jeff, thank you for joining us tonight. We're about to sign off. We was on here for over 30 minutes, which I think is good enough. If they want more information, you guys hit up Jeff. If you want to buy, sell, invest in the Houston market, Jeff is your guy. MG certified.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, Jeff. All right, YouTube, like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications because I'm back. Simple.
Yeah.
I see y'all soon. Peace.